let's talk about today's football, shall we? Grimsby Town 0, Colchester United 1. Thanks, see you, bye. Thanks again, cheers. Yeah, that is about as eventful as the match was this afternoon. It was just a bad game, wasn't it? I think all us fans can believe it was just a bad game all the way around. I looked at the stats that the BBC website did give. Yeah, whether you want to believe these or not, 61% of the ball to Colchester's 39. 11 shots to Colchester's 7. 1 on target for us, 2 on target for them. 2 corners to 3 in Colchester's favour, and 12 fouls to 10 in Colchester's favour. Colchester got the winner on 32 minutes. It was Tom Hopper. Obviously, Town were linked with him in January. It didn't come off, unfortunately, but like I said, they have improved. But that, all I can say is that is the worst game of football I've seen. Excuse me, I'm fighting off a bit of a head cold here. That is the worst 90 minutes I've seen Grimsby put in for quite a while, where we didn't look like scoring at all. If so, it was one chance. Not long after their goal, we had it was a corner, and 2 or 3 people were going for it. They shot at it. One, I think the keeper saved. 2 or 3 were blocked. It was, but really, apart from that, like I said, the referee was the worst referee I've seen this year. But that's not the reason why we lost. The linesman wasn't great. They're not the reason why we lost. We lost because we didn't create anything. Grimsby did not create a single thing. And Paul Hurst says that in his post-match. It was a poor game of football. And anybody that went to that game today, over 6,000 of us were there. And I have to be honest, it was that boring of a game. I was on my phone to a certain degree because it was nothing was happening. It was literally the defences were solid enough. Town couldn't get anything going. To be fair, neither could Colchester. It was I don't want to say lucky, but it was one of those results you could see coming. Every single time we never mixed up what we tried to do. We always they seemed to have a big back 4, back 5 there, and we kept trying to go over the top of it. To be fair, Colchester were very, very organised. Very organised. You can see why they haven't, why they've had a decent away record lately. You can see why they used the height at the back. We just didn't have a plan B today. It was one of those games that I'd say that whoever got the goal was going to win. I asked people that were next to me. I said, "Would you take a point at this?" This is about an hour in. I was saying to them, "Would you take a point?" Because I was going at it. You can't say Paul didn't try. Like I said, he brought Delano Orsi on at half time. When do you see Paul make a half time sub? You don't, do you? But nothing he did worked. The plan just didn't work, and probably the poorest game of football I've seen at any level for a long, long time. And really, there's not much else I can say about it, other than I'll say the scoreline again. Grimsby Town 0, Colchester United 1. We've dropped down now to 17th. I know a few people are getting a bit frustrated about. I saw somebody say relegation battle. To be honest with you, the table is not a true table right now because you've got so many people. There's only 2 teams that have practically played their whole quota of games. Town have only played 26. There's only 2 teams in the league that have played 31 league games. So it's a false position in that aspect. And I think, again, I'm not getting too down about it because it's not as though we got beat by the far better side. They just got one chance and took it. We pretty much really had probably 2 or 3 shots in that scramble. Didn't take it. So, what's your guys' thoughts on the game? Not much, I don't think. Were all of you watching the whole thing? I felt like it was just a game of nothing, and they got the small margin. Well done to Colchester and the fans that travelled to us. But what an appalling game of football. Next time Grimsby in action, I will get round to doing the previews again. Next time Grimsby in action are on Tuesday when we go to Gillingham. What a day to spend your Valentine's Day, in Gillingham. So this is all I can say about it, really. Like I said again, Grimsby Town 0, Colchester United 1. Leave your comments down below, also on other forms of social media, and let me know what you guys thought. Nothing really positive apart from if it had been a draw, I don't think either side could have complained. But leave your comments down below. Please do like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will see you for a preview, possibly coming on Monday, for Gillingham. I'll see you then. Bye for now, guys. Up the Mariners.